Good evening and welcome to the 57th commencement of Valley View High School as we celebrate the class of 2025. I would like to remind everyone that this is an event of dignity and shall be conducted in the same manner. We ask for your cooperation in maintaining an atmosphere that will reflect the importance of this occasion. We ask that there are no noisemakers or any sort during the ceremony, and you are also reminded to turn off or silent your phones at this time. We also ask that there is nobody in the aisles during the entrance or exit of our graduates. You may come down and take pictures during the presentation of diplomas. However, you are asked to be considerate of others during this time. When the ceremony is over, we ask that you give time for our graduates to exit. Once all graduates have exited the church, families and friends can then exit out of the back of the church and meet your student outside of the church premises. Please do not congregate in the church lobby. Thank you for coming and supporting our graduates on this special evening.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 57th Commencement Ceremony of Valley View High School. I am Annie Morris, President of the Valley View Class of 2025, and it is my pleasure to welcome all in attendance tonight. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our guests, friends, and family, Valley View Board of Education, staff, and administration, but most importantly, the Class of 2025 graduates. Today is a big day for us all as we celebrate our amazing accomplishments together. I would like to express our deepest gratitude to all the people who helped us get this far. To our families and loved ones, thank you for your unwavering support through it all and the encouragement and steady constant you provide. To our teachers, coaches, and the whole Valley View staff, your guidance, patience, and passion have not only shaped our minds, but also our character. Lastly, to our friends and classmates, thank you for lifting each other up and making the hard days a little easier. No one made it here alone, so we share this accomplishment with you all. Before we move on to whatever comes next for us, I feel it is important to look back and reflect on our recent years together. My fellow class officers will now each review a year of our time in high school. To start, my peer and friend, Delaney Reed, will talk about our freshman year. Please welcome Delaney Reed.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Good evening, everyone, families, friends, faculty, and of course, the class of 2025. Today, as we close out on one chapter and move on to the next, I would like to take a moment to go back to what feels like a lifetime ago, but at the same time, just like yesterday, freshman year. We walked into those hallways for the very first time, some of us confident, some of us nervous, all of us unsure. We were all smaller, quieter, and a little awkward. We were the new kids who got lost in the hallways, mixed up our class schedules, and sometimes even got scolded by the upperclassmen to walk faster in the hallways. It was messy and sometimes overwhelming, but also the start of the most memorable 4 years of our lives. That first year, we started building more than just our schedules. We began building who we were. We made friends who would become family. We joined clubs, teams, and tried things we never thought we'd be brave enough to do. We learned how to speak up in class, how to survive exams, and how to bounce back when things didn't go as planned. Freshman year was full of firsts. Our first high school football game, first homecoming dance, first late night study session, and maybe even the first glimpse of the kind of people we wanted to become. And look at us now. 4 years later, we are no longer the ones wandering the halls looking lost. We're the leaders, the seniors, the graduates. We've grown into people who are capable, courageous, and ready to take on whatever comes next. High school wasn't always easy. There were challenges we never saw coming, such as a global pandemic that shut the world down, and still, we made it here together. The most common phrase we heard going into freshman year was how quickly the next 4 years would fly by. To be honest, I don't think any of us fully believed them until today as we look back wondering where all the time went. So, as we stand up here all together one last time, let's remember where it all started and how far we've come. Freshman year may have been the beginning, but it shaped the strength and spirit that brought us to this moment. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it, and this is just the beginning. I would now like to introduce Treasurer Caleb Lynch to talk about sophomore year.
Sophomore year felt like being stuck in a strange in-between. We weren't baby freshmen anymore, but we definitely weren't cool upperclassmen. We were like the forgotten middle child of a school, still figuring things out, but with slightly better hair and slightly higher GPA. It was the year a lot of us started driving. We hit the road with confidence, and our parents hit the imaginary brake pedal on the passenger side. I think most of our parents developed a permanent handprint on the car door from clutching in fear. Like my mom and dad always said, "Oh, Jesus, take the wheel." Some of us started AP classes because someone told us it was a good idea. Spoiler alert, it was not a good idea. We lost sleep, gained caffeine addictions, and found out that free response wasn't actually free. But sophomore year taught us a lot. How to survive long essays, how to navigate the hallways without a map, and most importantly, how to laugh at ourselves when we mess up, which, let's be honest, was often. We weren't at the bottom anymore, but we weren't at the top yet either. Sophomore year was awkward, exhausting, and kind of beautiful in its own chaotic way. So to my fellow seniors, look how far we come. From those unsure, over-caffeinated, learners permit-holding sophomores to where we are now. And to the underclassmen, enjoy the ride. But maybe don't let us seniors in your car just yet. I would like to welcome our secretary, Sierra Atkins, to talk about junior year.
For many of us, junior year meant learning how to balance it all. School, extracurriculars, friendships, and an ever-growing list of responsibilities. We juggled late-night study sessions, difficult classes, and part-time jobs, and started to discover who we were, not just as students, but as individuals. Some of us took on leadership roles in clubs or sports. Others pushed themselves creatively in art, music, theater, and writing. We went to prom, not as wide-eyed underclassmen, but as upperclassmen, finally starting to feel like we belonged at the big kids' table. We went on college visits, met with counselors, and maybe even started our first drafts of college essays. It was exciting, but terrifying too. There was so much pressure to make decisions about the future while still trying to figure out the present. And then, just as we were starting to get the hang of it all, just as we finally found our stride, the seniors left. Suddenly it hit us. We were next. We were the ones who would be filling up their shoes. And so came the era of arguing whether or not you became a senior right after graduation or on your first day of 12th grade. Maybe it didn't really matter that much, but to us it signified the start of the end. What matters is that junior year prepared us. It tested us, shaped us, and showed us what we're capable of. Whether we became seniors the moment previous seniors' tassels turned, or the minute we got our schedules for the 12th grade, one thing was certain. We were ready for whatever came next. I'd like to welcome our Vice President, Abigail Cavender, to speak about senior year.
Good evening. I wanted to welcome the graduates of the class of 2025, family, friends, Valley View staff, and beloved guests. To the class of 2025, we finally made it. From the very first moment of walking into those high school doors to now officially leaving them. When entering high school, we've always heard that the next 4 years will be the fastest of our lives, but we never believed that until today. It's hard to believe how much time has flown by, and it feels just like yesterday we were freshmen, clueless, nervous, and full of energy. But here we are on our last day as seniors, ready to start the next chapter of our lives. Senior year was full of things. We had many lasts. Last homecoming, last prom, our last full week of high school. However, we don't only focus on the last, but we notice the growth, discovery, and reflection within ourselves. Not all of our lessons were taught from a book or a lesson, but were taught through friendships, resilience, responsibilities, and who we are becoming. We've celebrated victories and faced disappointments. We juggled through college applications, working late at night, extracurriculars, and something that got to us all, senioritis, even though it's not a real thing according to our teachers. It was a challenge to say the least, but seeing everyone here shows that the hard work has officially paid off. Going into our last year, we never knew how moving into a new school would be. It was a mixture of feelings that overcame us, and knowing all the memories we had the last 3.5 years were getting left behind. We all had different perspectives on the new school, and we didn't know how we would like the change. We walked our last day in the old school and walked our final day in the new school. So many memories were created in such a short amount of time that it feels like we've been in this school forever. But through it all, we have shared so many memories together. Football games and going out to eat afterwards, getting ready with your friends, hallway laughs, and maybe even a few tears. Valley View has given so many opportunities for us students to make these memories. At this time of year, we start to understand just how precious time really is, and it's important to appreciate the people and moments that shape us. We never knew what senior year would bring us, but it sure did bring us joy, laughter, frustration, sadness, and relief. To our teachers and staff, we thank you for your patience, your dedication, and your belief in us, even when we had all doubted ourselves. To our families and friends, thank you for following us along the way and being the supportive people you are, and we are effortlessly grateful for you. To the class of 2025, we have grown together, and we are now taking everything we have learned and moving forward into a new world that is waiting for us. The future is scary, but yet so exciting because this isn't just the end of high school, it's the beginning of everything that comes next. So let's walk out of these doors with our heads high, our hearts open, and our minds ready. The future isn't written yet, but it's ours to create. And lastly, from one graduate to another, I wouldn't have wanted to graduate with another group of people besides this one. To the class of 2025, I wish you guys the best of luck and thank you for the best 4 years of my life. And to wrap up our school career, we stand here, we take a look back, and realize how far we have come. We started this journey with backpacks that were way too big for us as it hit the backs of our ankles. Elementary school was where we learned our basics, such as reading, writing, learning, and how to share, and most importantly, discovering who we are. We started to befriend each other, not knowing how much we would see each other grow, and all our care was focused on when we got to play on the playground and make memories with our best friends. The next step to our future was middle school. And oh, how we were so excited to be big kids. We all hit our awkward phases, became friends with new people, and got a bit of taste of our own independence. We started to find our voices and reach out, becoming less scared as we got older. We went through a pandemic together and got on Zoom calls that we never took seriously. But not even a pandemic stopped us from being a family. And then came high school. It was the final stretch, but also the most defining. These years tested us, pushed us, and shaped us. We celebrated victories, learned from setbacks, and began to see the people who we are becoming. We balanced sports, classes, clubs, work, and personal growth. We built memories some will laugh about for years to come, and some that changed us forever. It is now the end of our journey with Valley View. Words cannot express how Valley View has helped us grow into the people we are today and lead us to the great things in life. As we end this chapter, we start the beginning of our new one as we walk out of this building. We carry the experiences we have gained from Valley View and take it with us as a lesson to get through life. This is more than a goodbye. It's a celebration of everything we've overcome and everything we're becoming. Thank you again for this amazing journey and for us to be able to share it with you. And as I like to say, once a Spartan, always a Spartan.
At this time, we will now have a musical performance by the Chamber Choir, directed by Mrs. Catherine Abner. So before we begin to recognize our seniors, I would like to introduce a few people who have played a very important part in making this evening happen. I ask that these individuals stand as they are recognized. Our school board members, President Timothy Rudd, Vice President Dr. Stephanie Smith, board members Mr. Skidmore, Mr. Dillon, and Mrs. Griffith. Superintendent, Mrs. Cook. Treasurer, Ms. Hill. Valley View High School Assistant Principal, Andy Berry. Valley View Junior High Principal, Todd Kazarek. Valley View Primary and Intermediate School Principal, Lindsay Schmidt. Valley View Primary and Intermediate Assistant Principals, Sarah Pickerel and Denny Shepard. Valley View High School Junior Senior Counselor, Heather Keating. Valley View High School Director of Athletics and the voice that you will hear this evening, Mr. Michael Racy. And our senior class advisors, Amanda Reed and Kelly Doherty. If we could give them a round of applause. We would also like to take time to recognize some of our staff members at Valley View who are retiring this year. Barbara Bunger served for 29 years at Valley View in food services. If she is present, we ask that she stands. Stephanie Carmack has been a guidance counselor, most recently at the middle school, for 26 years at Valley View. Stacy Ingham, first grade teacher at the elementary for 28 years. Todd Kazarik, most recently middle school principal for 28 years in Valley View. Sandy Manning, van driver, all 30 years at Valley View. And Pamela Salters, a fourth grade teacher with 32 years of experience at Valley View. We ask for a round of applause for them as well. We are also pleased to announce that numerous teachers from Valley View Primary, Intermediate, Junior High, and High School that have helped our graduates are here tonight. If we ask them to please stand if you are a staff member of any building. We also want to thank our chamber choir for their efforts this evening in making the ceremony a success. We're going to please give the choir a round of applause. And I can't go without saying this next one, but along with the choir, we cannot thank Mrs. Abner enough. Not only for preparing our students for performances like this evening that you have just witnessed here, but also for her dedication to our students. Mrs. Abner has decided to pursue her professional goals and will be leaving Valley View after this school year, and that is a huge loss to us. So thank you, Mrs. Abner, for the impact that you have had on the students here at Valley View throughout your time. And then probably most importantly, we ask that if you are a parent, guardian, or family member of one of the graduates on stage that you stand. You have all played an important role in guiding these young people. There's more than you of that. While tonight is definitely a recognition of those individuals sitting on the stage, those of you that just stood, it is also a recognition and a celebration for everything you've done over the many years to get them to where they are tonight. And lastly, our seniors, we leave you with just this. It has been an incredible honor to stand before you as your principal, especially as the first class I've had the privilege to walk alongside since your freshman year. Over these 4 years, I've watched you grow. But not just academically, also as innovators, leaders, and community members. The impact that you have had on this school deserves to be recognized. Like the teacher who brought new concepts or learning methods to your classroom, you've embraced new ways of learning while also challenging the traditional structures of education. You've shown resilience and curiosity, adapting to changes and pushing forward with creativity and determination. Because of this, Valley View is a better place for future students, and we hope that we have made a similar impact on each and every one of your lives. As you step out from these halls, remember that the innovative spirit you carry, the willingness to explore, to question, and to lead will guide you far beyond graduation. Also, remember the concept we have introduced to you as Advances 1. While you all are about to take the next challenge in your life, don't forget about those who are around you and support you. Whether this be calling your parents when you accept your dream job, calling a high school friend to check in on one another, or reaching out to a Valley View staff member to ask for advice. The support around you is crucial as you face the next obstacles in life that stand in your way. No one ever said it would be easy. They just simply said it would be worth it. I'm proud of each of you and excited to see the impact that you will make. Congratulations, class of 2025. The future is yours. Now embrace it boldly. Next, we would like to acknowledge some of our students for their academic honors. First, these students have earned an honors diploma. These students are identified in your program. The state of Ohio has set up 7 criteria that include courses taken, GPA, and ACT scores. In order to qualify for an honors diploma, students must meet all but one criteria. In the class of 2025, we have 41 students who have earned an honors diploma. I would like for the following honors diploma recipients to stand and be recognized as their names are called. Students, we ask that you remain standing, and audience, please hold your applause until all students are recognized. Sierra Adkins, Zachary Albright, Faith Astorino, Anna Bartlett, Braden Bell, Mariana Blevins, McKenna Brandt, Aubrey Budig, Jonna Burge, Grace Bush, Abigail Cavender, Elijah Cole, Aubriana Flanders, Brooklyn Four, Bailey Foss, Andon Grant, Connor Greer, Jackson Hickman, Landon Jensen, Lauren Kopp, Case Kazarik, Cheyenne Landis, Rachel Lubke, Caleb Lynch, Mallory McCabe, Ella Moeller, Annie Morris, Lillian Neal, Ella Phillips, Delaney Reed, Reese Riley, Mary Shade, Lacey Schooler, Nehemiah Simpson, McKenna Smith, Alexis Vitigoy, Olivia Whale, Emma Whaley, Tegan Whiteside, and Morgan Wright. If we can give them a round of applause. There are 118 students in the Valley View High School graduating class of 2025. At this time, 74 students have made plans to continue their formal education beyond high school. 9 students will also be serving our country by joining a branch of the United States military. The remaining students will enter the job market or pursue a trade. In addition to those students who were recognized earlier, there are several members of the class of 2025 who have received academic or talent scholarships or awards from the universities that they will be attending or other organizations. I would like to emphasize that these are the scholarships that we are aware of at this time and were reported by our students. These students, along with the scholarships they have won, are listed in the program insert. I would like for the following scholarship or award winners to please stand and be recognized as their names are called. Students, please remain standing, and audience, please hold your applause until all students are recognized. Sierra Adkins, Zachary Albright, Faith Astorino, Aiden Baker, Cole Baker, Anna Bartlett, Braden Bell, Mariana Blevins, Logan Bolden, McKenna Brandt, Aubrey Budig, Jonna Burge, Grace Bush, Abigail Cavender, Elijah Cole, Peter Dersch, Aubriana Flanders, Peyton Flannery, Brooklyn Four, Bailey Foss, Calvin Fritz, Savannah Geiswhite, Andon Grant, Connor Greer, Jackson Hickman, Isabella Johnson, Marcus Kenyon, Lauren Kopp, Case Kazarik, Cheyenne Landis, Noah LaRoe, Rachel Lubke, Caleb Lynch, Reagan McFarland, Lauren Miller, Ella Moeller, Lillian Neal, Chloe Ney, Samantha Pauling, Sean Patterson, Delaney Reed, May Renneker, Reese Riley, Ava Rohrbach, Logan Sams, Connor Sargent, Mary Shade, Bryce Schock, Nehemiah Simpson, McKenna Smith, Amelia Thornton, Grace Tidwell, Mercedes Truex, Alexis Vitigoy, Olivia Whale, Emma Whaley, Tegan Whiteside, Cash Wallet, and Morgan Wright. These young men and women standing before you have earned over $1.2 million in scholarships and awards. If we can please congratulate these award winners.
There is one award that we would like to present tonight, the Kindig Award. It is not a scholarship, and it does not involve any money. However, I think it is one of the most important awards that a student can win. It is a citizenship award that is named in honor of Colonel Roger Kindig, a 1938 graduate of Germantown High School. Colonel Kindig was killed in 1953 while flying training missions for the Korean War. His mother established this award in honor to recognize the student who has demonstrated the best qualities of citizenship. I think this award is important because it is voted on by the members of the class, and it recognizes the student who has conducted himself or herself and treated others in a most upstanding manner. We are quick to honor students for their athletic accomplishments, and deservedly so, we recognize the academic accomplishments of our students. It is nice to have an award for a student who has upstanding moral character as well. I believe that the class has made an excellent choice this year. The student they have selected for the Kindig Award is Annie Morris.
We are also excited to bring the Latin Honors System to Valley View, starting with the class of 2024 last year. We would like to recognize these students who have qualified for Latin Honors. We ask that you please hold your applause until the end of each group. The Cum Laude Award is a final GPA after 8 semesters of a 3.8 to a 4.099. The following students have met that mark: Sean Felicia, Brooklyn 4, Calvin Fritz, Andon Grant, Lauren Kopp, Caitlin Little, Mallory McCabe, Josh Neal, Lauren Miller, Lillian Neal, Ella Phillips, Delaney Reed, Ava Rohrbach, Lacey Schooler, and Emma Whaley. The Magna Cum Laude. After 8 semesters, these students have had a cumulative GPA of 4.1 to 4.399. Mariana Blevins, Aubrey Budig, Grace Bush, Abigail Cavender, Bailey Foss, Landon Jensen, Phoenix Lawson, Caleb Lynch, Ella Moeller, Annie Morris, Reese Riley, Mary Shade, Olivia Whale, and Morgan Wright. The highest Latin honor is the Summa Cum Laude Award that is set at a 4.4 GPA or higher after their 8th semester. These students include Sierra Adkins, Faith Astorino, Braden Bell, McKenna Brandt, Jonna Burge, Case Kazarek, and McKenna Smith. At this time, we are going to recognize our valedictorian and salutatorian. These two individuals have exemplified dedication, hard work, and excellence throughout their high school journey, setting a shining example for us all. Today, we recognize and applaud their outstanding accomplishments as they prepare to embark on their next chapter in life. Join me in congratulating our valedictorian and salutatorian for their remarkable achievements and leadership. Our salutatorian is Jonna Burge. Jonna is the daughter of Courtney Burge and Bretton Walters. She will be attending Miami University, Oxford in the fall to study mechanical engineering. Her activities include Project Charlie, FCCLA, Float Committee, and the Drama Club. She also holds several positions, including National Art Honor Society Vice President and Treasurer for both National Honor Society and Student Council. Our valedictorian is Sierra Adkins. Sierra is the daughter of Brian Adkins and Camille McFadden. She will be attending Purdue University in the fall, where she will major in chemical engineering. Throughout high school, Sierra participated in the Drama Club, FCCLA, Float Committee, Prom Committee, Project Charlie, Cross Country, Swim, and Track. Additionally, she served as class secretary, National Honor Society secretary, and National Art Honor Society historian. Please welcome these two to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, dedicated parents, and of course, our fellow graduates. We just want to start off by saying thank you for being here tonight.
Everyone knows we love to talk, so if you want to go grab a drink, get some popcorn, or use the restroom, don't worry, we'll still be talking when you get back.
But seriously, we won't take much of your time. We even combined our speeches just to get you out of here faster.
Tonight, we are gathered here not just to mark the end of our time at Valley View, but to celebrate new beginnings, the start of a new era in our lives.
For years, we've grown, learned, and laughed together, building memories as a cohesive class. But now, as we sit here at the edge of our next chapters, we are faced with something both exciting and, let's be honest, a little daunting: change.
From a young age, our parents and teachers have told us that change is a positive thing, and on some level, we believed them. But over the past 4 years, we have realized that change is far more than just a motivational phrase or an unavoidable part of life. It is the very process that has shaped who we are today.
Someone recently asked us what our biggest takeaways from high school were. After some deliberation, 2 things came to mind. First, choose your friends wisely. The people you surround yourself with have a huge influence on your life. They can lift you up or weigh you down. It may sound cliche, but those around you significantly alter how you choose to respond in a certain situation.
Second, don't let fear stop you from experiencing change, especially when it comes to discovering who you are. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone just because it feels safe, but stepping out, trying something new, whether it's joining a club, talking to a different group of people, or even entering a new mindset, anything has potential to lead you to a passion or strength you never knew you had.
Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. We've learned that firsthand. The dictionary defines adaptability as the quality of being able to adjust to new conditions. And let's be honest, we've had a lot of practice.
From local shifts like our change in school buildings to life-altering events like COVID-19,
We learned how to adjust and persist, even when the future seemed uncertain.
And beyond school policies and pandemics, many of us faced personal challenges too. Shifts in family lives, evolving friendships, and private battles no one else could see.
And yet, here we are, together and stronger. You should feel proud of the changes you have accepted and embraced in every moment that's fallen between them.
The greatest changes haven't been around us, they've been within us.
We are not the same people who walked into Valley View as freshmen. The experiences we've had, the people who have impacted us, the challenges we've overcome, all of it has shaped our character.
We've learned to stand on our own. We've faced problems that forced us to grow up faster, and the fact that we're standing here today in our caps and gowns is proof that we succeeded.
Every single day, the choices we make shape our future in ways that we may not yet understand. The next few years will be filled with new opportunities, challenges, and yes, more change.
Keep pushing forward, but don't forget to reflect on the friends, memories, and experiences you've made along the way. The future may be unknown, but here's what we do know. We've made it this far, and now it's our turn to embrace what's next with open arms.
So, to the class of 2025, we say this: step into the future with pride.
Be bold enough to embrace change.
Carry the lessons of the last 12 years, the friendships, the memories, the resilience with you wherever you go.
And never forget that within each of you lies the strength to adapt, to overcome, and to reach your full potential, even if you don't see it just yet.
To our teachers, coaches, administrators, and parents, thank you for your patience, your belief in us, and your tireless dedication.
We're only here because of the support you've given us along the way.
Congratulations, class of 2025.
This is just the beginning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Members of the Board of Education and Ms. Cook, I present to you the class of 2025.
Lacey Christine Abner. Zachary Shea Albright. Naomi Faith Allen. Faith Leanne Astorino. Tyler Allen Austin. Sierra Hope Marie Atkins. Jonna Mae Burge. Abigail May Cavender. Caleb Ray Lynch. Annie Margaret Morris. Delaney Ryan Reed. Lucas Ryan Ayers. Aiden Lee Baker. Cole Raymond Baker. Anna Marie Bartlett. Braden James Bell. Evan Bailey Bell. Caleb Lee Bell. Denny Jerome Benson. Mariana Marie Blevins. Logan Christian Bolden. McKenna Joe Brandt. Aubrey Grace Budig. Grace Elena Bush. Elijah Wayne Cole. Bryce Julian Schock. Dylan Monroe Lee Edward Craig. Leland Tyler Catone Johnson. Mackenzie Jalen Dameron. Fletcher Lee Duff. Peter Anthony Dersch. Sean David Felicia. Aubriana Lynn Flanders. Peyton John Flannery. Michael Jakin Fleener. Brooklyn Elizabeth Forer. Bailey Catherine Foss. Calvin Virgil Fritz. Brenna Joyce Garland. Tyler James Gow. Savannah Elizabeth Geiswhite. Andon David Grant. Connor Michael Greer. Kyla Paige Griffith. Kylie Ann Hall. Jackson Tyler Hickman. Noah Alexander Howard. Yoshi Hiro Iser. Landon Gabriel Jensen. Isabella Rose Johnson. Marcus Sebastian Kenyon. Z. Luca Carriage. Lauren Mackenzie Kopp. Case Michael Kazarek. Cheyenne Crystal Landis. Gabriel Burton Lane. Noah Orion Blaine LaRoe. Phoenix Michael Thomas Lawson. Caitlin Nicole Little. Rachel Leanne Lupke. Owen Jeffrey Malara. Damian Scott Marker. Mallory Aaliyah McCabe. Reagan Michelle McFarland. Lauren Marie Miller. Ella Sophia Moeller. Avery Grant Morrow. Joshua Parker Neal. Lillian Angela Neal. Gavin Nicholas Nelson. Chloe Mackenzie Nay. Sean Douglas Patterson. Samantha Ray Pauling. Lily Ann Payne. Michael Edward Payton II. Chloe May Pence. Ella Elizabeth Phillips. Gavin William Pertell. May Ann Reneker. Reese Camden Riley. Ava Lily Rohrback. Elena Christine Rousey. Bradley Landon Russell. Logan Wyatt Sams. Connor Michael Sargent. Mary Caroline Shade. Lacey Jane Schooler. Carson James Shepard. Nehemiah James Simpson. Brooklyn Camry Rose Sizemore. McKenna Blair Smith. Cameron Joseph Soper. Landon Taylor Stoutenborough. Amelia Anne Marie Thornton. Grace Ryan Tidwell. Olivia Rose Tipton. Mercedes Marie Truax. Alexis Marie Vitigoy. Olivia Grace Whale. Jackson Douglas Webb. Melanie Grace Webb. Emma Nicole Whaley. Abby Marie Wisman. Tegan Jaden Joycelle Whiteside. Nicholas James Wick. Cash Nicholas Wallet. Morgan Joseph Wright. Camden Page Zepp.
Parents, family members, and friends of the Valley View graduating class of 2025, Superintendent Andrea Cook, members of the staff at Valley View High School have completed a review of the academic records for the students assembled here. They have informed me that these students have met the requirements set forth in board policy and by the state of Ohio. I declare that these students assembled here are now graduates of the class of 2025. And students, I have to say, we've been trying to give you guys advice for 4 years, and sometimes it feels like you listen and sometimes it doesn't. So we wanted to leave you guys with a little advice from some of your fellow Spartans.
Never give up. Do your best. Be safe. I have a tablet. Do a good job.
Great.
I make sure to clean up my room. Be kind to others. Wait, what was yours? Be safe. Encourage others. Wait. I forget.
Advice.
Be nice to sisters. Be good always. Listen to the teachers.
Good job.
Listen to your teachers.
Good job.
Don't let the cats go under the bed.
Good job.
Do your best. Be kind.
Nice. Good.
I loved that video. That was amazing. Before we end tonight and officially become Valley View alumni, I want to share a few of my thoughts. Beginning our journey as high school graduates, headed in many different directions, on many different paths, a mix of emotions are felt. Gratitude for the lessons learned through our time at Valley View, pride in our accomplishments thus far, and excitement for the many journeys ahead. However, underneath all these emotions lies bittersweetness. It's a word that holds both joy and sadness in the same breath. Bitter because we're saying goodbye to the people, places, and moments that shaped us. Sweet because we're stepping into our promising futures where we can blossom into who we were meant to become. This feeling of bittersweetness is proof that our time here together has mattered, and that, more than anything, is worth celebrating. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now this is what we've been waiting for. Please rise and join me in turning our tassels. We did it.
hustling and tonight is my appraisal. Cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label. This world is full of demon stocks and bonds and Bible traders. So I do the deed, get up and leave a climber and a sadist, yeah. Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest? In the garden of evil, I'm gonna be the greatest. In a golden cathedral, I'll be praying for the faithless. And if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Everything's coming up pieces, pieces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, ma, I made it. Friends are happy for me, or they're honeysuckle phonies. Then they celebrate my medals, or they wanna take my trophies. Some are loyal soldiers, while these other thorns are rosy. And